What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Big Air TV. We're out here at the compound. We're doing some work today. I'm pretty stoked. I'm not sure how this episode's gonna go together, but today we are doing a couple odd jobs around the compound. But before we get started, always remember to check out the merch, smash the like button, subscribe, and check us out. You can see here we are fueling up the 210. We got some garbage that we have been cleaning up, and the 210 is all greased up. And let me show you how we fuel this thing. So we got our tidy tank there on top of Jeff, our work truck, and we're filling this beast up. This machine is quite thirsty, but you know what? For a machine this size, this Hyundai is actually amazing on fuel. So I will burn about $400 of diesel in about 10 to 15 hours, depending on what type of work we're doing. And for a machine this size, that is absolutely insane. So this morning we're just fueling things up. We got her greased up, and this is what a morning looks like at the compound when we're moving dirt. Alrighty, I'm out here at the front of the Big Air compound. This is the entrance, and this is what we're gonna be working on today. We're gonna be redoing this entrance to make it super grand, so when all the riders, filmers, visitors, whoever comes in the compound, they're gonna know they're at the Big Air compound. So this is super cool because the Industry 975 jumps over the entrance to the compound. So we're not gonna change too much, but this is a pretty complicated spot. So as you drive in the compound here, you see we have the 210 and we have a road. This road goes up to the top of the compound where we have our roll-in tower and a bunch of other stuff up there too, our water system. So this road is a little sketchy, so we're gonna redo the entrance to this road here, and we are going to remake this rock wall here. And you can see these are some massive rocks. Like, these rocks are huge, so they're gonna be awesome and super fun to move. And then we're gonna redo this rock wall just a little bit, and we're actually gonna be able to push this ramp forward slightly. So all this dirt here, the reason why we're doing it is we gotta take that dirt and we gotta put it over here for a new landing for this 80-foot shark fin that goes into King Kong, which is now 105 feet, which is only 5 feet short of the biggest jump in the world at Darkfest, the 110. So this, we're gonna need to pull all that dirt from there. We're gonna bring it over here, and we're gonna remake that landing so we have even more speed, so we might be able to go even bigger. You can see here, I already installed my lifting plates. We got a chain on there. Shout out to my buddy Chris from Cranbrook who hooked those up. I love those plates, man. These things are game changers for anyone moving big ramps. I don't know where you are out there, but if you need to move big ramps, that'll do it. Woo! Bwah, bwah! Alrighty, so we got the place blown open now. As you can see, we got our road back, which is good. We're gonna install a new rock wall along here. This is the takeoff for the big line, and then this is the takeoff for the Industry 9 jump here. We gotta rebuild this rock wall. There's all the rocks over there. And we got to redo the entrance to this road here So we have moved a significant amount of material, which is good. Now it's time to build some rock walls and regrade this driveway. Alrighty guys, we are looking really good out here right now. The 75 is now changed to 69 feet, and I just slid in the ramp now. Did the final packing of the dirt up to the lip, and we also did a minor change up on the step down landing into the 69 jump. So we made that landing, gave it a knuckle. It just had too much of a roll in it, so we needed a bigger sweet spot, so we took care of that. And then you can see over here behind me, the new Industry 9 69 is looking good too. So now I'm gonna rip the lifting plates off this thing, and we're gonna take our chains and we're gonna go down to the Godzilla ramp, the infamous 20-footer Godzilla ramp, which I have stacked up a new landing for. And we're gonna put that landing into place and yeah, see how it sizes up. Wow, there she is. Godzilla. Godzilla is in place, dude. That was quite a sketchy lift. Not my best work, but luckily I was in some good equipment. That 210 lifts that ramp like it's absolutely nothing. It's also really windy out here, so that was sketchy as hell. But man, I cannot believe that just one guy can move a ramp this size. Like, modern technology is completely insane, man. Hundreds of years ago, that would have taken a lot of men to move. So thankful, I'm very thankful today for modern technology, and of course the big air gods for letting that ramp set go well. Sometimes when I'm doing slopestyle courses, moving a ramp can take almost all day. So to move that there that fast, man, that either speaks to my experience or just sheer luck. So I'm pretty stoked on the way that goes. We're going to keep it moving, and next thing we got to bust out the wood tools and set this thing properly, make sure it's all squared up and supported so we can get some bikes on it as soon as possible. Alrighty, all you big air enthusiasts, I am down here setting in Godzilla into hopefully its final position. And while I was doing this, I just thought it would be cool to show you a couple things about what makes this ramp so special. So this ramp behind me is called Godzilla. It's 20 feet tall and it has a radius of 36 feet. That is insane. And it has 4 feet of flat at the top. This is a replica ramp of what I have into the airbag for big air training. So let's get a little bit closer into why this ramp is called Godzilla. And let me see here. So we were rushing building this ramp, and because we were trying to get it ready for X Games real, and I usually grind all of these off, but on this ramp I left them. So if you mess around on this ramp, if you're moving around this ramp in particular and you touch it the wrong way, it will leave a mark. It's got jagged, sharp things everywhere, and that's part of the reason why we called it Godzilla. We also called it Godzilla because it is so freaking tall. This ramp is 20 feet tall, like I said, and you can see right there, there it is, the 210, and it is not even as big as Godzilla. That's insane. And not even to mention the dirt pile, actually, which I calculated to be about 30 feet tall. So that is just completely insane. Another cool thing of what makes Godzilla so cool is that the legs of Godzilla are actually half in the dirt, and there's that dirt pad right there which is elevated so that we did not have to use as much wood to build these legs, because if you're building you know, a ramp that's 20 feet tall, that means you need, you know, 4 sets of legs, and it can be really high price on lumber. So I want to just give a shout out to my man Scribs, who gave me the confidence to kind of go after this design. I definitely, there's been ramps like this built before at a lot of places all over the world. It's just never on this scale. And when Scribs brought that up, you know, he inspired me and got me thinking. He was like, dude, you should do it like this. You'll save a bunch of money. And I was like, damn, there's just so many problems, you know, because it's so big. How do you figure out these heights? But I'll tell you how through SketchUp. So when we let this ramp in, we built this pad, and I got the height of this. That's a level point down there. I built that off. I found the height of this pad through leveling off the excavator and leveling the bucket. And then I got the height of this, and then I made it actually 6 inches higher so I could set this ramp into place, and look at how perfect it was. This is insane, man. So look at that, dude. That leg is in there 6 inches. That is completely insane. So we're dialed out here, man. We're doing good. And just before I let you go, the reason why we have that 6 inches high is because I want to set this ramp down, and this dirt is compacted by the machine, but these legs are very skinny, so they are going to move a little bit. So I wanted to make sure the pad was a little higher, so when I press down the ramp and the ramp settles, it kind of sets into place, and that also gives me an opportunity to make sure that the ramp is level while it's setting. And I do that with a pick over there, and this backboard here is set at level, so as I'm touching this up with the pick and setting the ramp into place, I can check the levelability of the ramp, and let me tell you, it's absolutely perfect, and I'm so stoked. My expectations are blown away. And that's a little bit of a rant, but dude, this is why we call this ramp Godzilla. Alrighty guys, that was a hell of a job. Like I say, no small jobs in big air for sure. It turned out that a couple of the studs were actually broken. I was driving on that ramp with the car while I was car packing, you know, driving up it to get a little bit of momentum on the way back. And yeah, since we used recycled wood, some of the wood broke, no big deal. We pulled the plywood up, which was a bit of pain in the ass because there was just so many screws in there, and they were all like filled with dirt. So that was a little bit of painstaking process, but we got the plywood up. We have put new ribs in there and added them onto the old broken ribs, so they're extra strong, twice as strong. And now we got the ply back on, and it looks like Godzilla is now ready to go, at least in the front. We just got to go up there now, rake the landing, and then it'll actually be ready to test, which is pretty exciting and scary at the same time.